I like being able to push myself really hard and find that moment where you don't think about anything in life but just what you're doing. And I found that through boxing and through lifting weights and pushing my body to test its limits. And I've always done that, whether it was in my artwork or within physical activities. That was part of my identity. I guess physical movement was so important to me, and it was a big part of my life. I had a pretty bad accident skiing, so all of my physical life ended. I didn't realize what was making me depressed, what I had lost in my life until much, much later. And so when I could no longer have physical movement as an identity and a way to be healthy, I found it through artwork. So I switched from physical movement to making artwork, and I actually created a type of artwork that became very physical. It became part construction, and my career was going well. I had a momentum happening. I was asked to build work for the Smithsonian. We had the exhibition at the Smithsonian, which was very exciting and a very important part of my career. I can remember being in so much pain by the end of the night that there was no painkiller that was touching that pain. And I realized I had to do something about this. I had to have surgery. I had to give into it. When the doctor came out from the surgery, he said the cartilage was deteriorated and flaking, almost like I was an 80-year-old. They told me no squatting, no jumping, no running, nothing. Just let it go. And that I needed to go back to school and get a sedentary job, and that I needed to move out of New York City because New York City becomes such a problem for me because of the stairwells. And so pretty much after those surgeries and really trying to stay in shape and not give in to the injury and not gain weight and not lose the rest of my body, I pretty much destroyed it. I had tendonitis in all my arms, all like elbows and shoulder. I had a nerve damage in here, and both knees were wrecked and my back was a mess. And so I kind of was at rock bottom. I wasn't functioning, my career was over. Everything that was my identity was gone. And it affected my marriage, my life, everything. So I just thought, I don't really have anything to lose anymore. So I went to the Regenexx doctor in New Jersey.
When she first came to see me, she said, I can barely get up and down the subway steps. She came in to see me because she was having bilateral knee pain affecting the left knee greater than the right. She apparently had some sort of knee injury at a young age of 17, had been treated by orthopedic surgeons for a number of years, and eventually wound up undergoing what we call a lateral release procedure. But in her case, the surgery did not work. She wound up with significantly much more pain after surgery. And this is after going, for several months of physical therapy afterwards. We sent her for MRI scans to reevaluate and see what was going on inside the joint. And there was a lot of degeneration behind the patella, the part of the patella that articulates with the knee. Secondary to the ineffectiveness of the surgery that she underwent, we elected to offer her what we call the Regenexx SD treatment, same-day treatment.
And so I had the procedure in February. And then the most exciting thing for me was I started jumping rope in about March, which would have been virtually impossible. Jumping jacks were extremely painful prior to this. And I started with about 3 minutes, and by June I was jumping rope 10 minutes.
Her recovery has been miraculous. She frequently will send me videos of her at the gym working out, drop lifting weights, things that she couldn't do 2-3 years ago. Her recovery was miraculous.
So I've surpassed what I ever thought could happen. And I feel like I have the possibility that I might have a career again, that I might pick my momentum up and have my identity back, but not just in one way, in all ways that I was. And so it's unbelievably important to me that I share this experience, because I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know who I would be anymore.